This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
The killer water trucks of the city are on the loose, claiming water and blood. Metro Water says their hands are tied.
So I'll take it to the notice of the Metro Water Chief.
2 rounds of the transport elections in the state are announced. The DMK-led union is right on top and leading with a huge margin. Jayalalitha strikes Stalin for accusing her of mismanaging the marriage schemes in the state, says she's fared well in her times. Samsung's 6th largest fridge manufacturing unit makes Chennai home, and with that, MK Stalin tags the state the most desired investment hub.
Companies like Samsung, Dell, Motorola, Videocon, etc. have chosen Tamil Nadu to establish their manufacturing plants.
Tamil Nadu celebrates the 6th World Organ Donation Day today, but what the state still lacks is the word of mouth on the awareness factor. And teens of the city don the Green Crusaders cape. They get down and dirty to clean their hangout spot.
By doing this waste audit, we are trying to get statistical data of the garbage on the beach.
This is the Late Night News on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. Here's a look at the national headlines as well. Crucial papers which issued the Adarsh building a green clearance with signatures of 2 ex-chief ministers are missing. The Delhi court directs the state's COP to file an FIR against Arundhati Roy, Gilani and 5 others after accusations of seditious speeches. The Congress sends out a strong message to Jagan Mohan Reddy about his channel's attack on Sonia and Rahul Gandhi. And ahead of the release of more leaked US documents, Washington warns Delhi there may be controversial references to the Indo-US equation. Chennai's water tankers are feared by many for their notorious reputation as killer trucks. Many fatal accidents involve the recklessly driven tankers, and a closer look reveals that many of the drivers are actually cleaners who do not have formal training or licensed to drive.
He is not old enough to qualify for a driving license, but he is the driver of this water tanker. Drivers like him who leave a trail of blood on Chennai's roads. This boy, Prajan, was orphaned at the age of 7. His mother abandoned him after his father was run over by a private tanker. Metro Water, the state-owned water supply service, has drafted nearly 10 private tanker operators to serve the city. But there are also hundreds of tankers which deliver water illegally to homes and offices in Chennai.
Most of the vehicles are rash driving and they never keep up the signal rules. And they, in the city time, that is in the peak time, they will be in the center of the road.
When contacted, the Metro Water authorities accepted their inability in reacting to complaints against lorry drivers. They fear that these drivers may not turn up to work the next day. And yes, they guessed it right. Metro Water does not appear to have any control over tanker drivers. In many cases, it does not even know if a driver is qualified for the job. Investigations into fatal accidents involving them reveal the driver of the vehicle was a cleaner without driving license.
So I'll take it to the notice of the Metro Water Chief.
Despite complaints, the killer trucks continue to race through Chennai streets because the drivers are rarely booked for dangerous driving. Cases in single digits in a month because it is water and the supply line should not be disrupted. Well, is there fair justification? You decide. In Chennai, Salim for NDTV Hindu.
Well, the Deputy Commissioner of the Traffic Department in South Chennai, Vijayendra Bidari, and social activist Traffic Ramaswamy battled out whether the question of qualification of these drivers itself is being monitored in the state.
there are around 40 lakh vehicles plying on Chennai's roads. Of these 40 lakh vehicles, around 3,500 vehicles are metro tankers, water tankers.
Right.
It is around 0.001% of all the vehicles which are plying in the city.
And all of them are driven by qualified drivers, would you say?
And this comes in the category of heavy motor vehicle. And on most roads in Chennai, the heavy motor vehicles are not plying during daytime. MTC buses, ambulances and metro water are exceptions because they are essential services to an extent.
Right, but are they driven by qualified drivers? Would you say that is the case?
All vehicles have to be driven by qualified drivers.
You're nodding your head and you're saying no. Tell us why. Do you think it's driven by qualified drivers?
Sorry. Even though the police knows very well he is not having any license also, they leave him as
Is that the case?
Because they say some pressure, I don't know what the pressure going to see on the life of a person. When they check two-wheelers and other things,
right,
it's not at all there even 0.0%.
Right. Do you face pressure from your in your department? Is there any kind of pressure?
There is absolutely no pressure of any kind. And we should not blow the matter out of proportion. I think all vehicles all drivers have to adhere to traffic rules and norms. We are very secular in that. We don't differentiate between government vehicles or private vehicles. Even I contacted
Assistant Commissioner and Inspector of Police.
Right.
Their hands are tied. We cannot book them as it is. That's what I heard. I'm having records.
Why does it take?
I object to such hearsay statements which are unsubstantiated.
Sorry.
You should go by the facts and figures.
No, it's all facts. I can prove.
I can just tell you.
Can you suspend him?
Yeah, drivers.
I'm sorry. I have even written by name, number, everything. Nothing has happened. Still that vehicle is moving on the road.
Well, in other news, in what could perhaps be a prelude to the big 2011 showing, the transport elections are over and the results are much weighted as well. Although the numbers could swing either side, AIADMK and the DMDK are already sweating as the counting is underway. Officially though, round 1 and 2 of the elections have been announced, and as of now the DMK-backed union is still leading, leaving the AIADMK and the DMDK-backed unions trailing behind by almost a 5-fold margin. The election seems to be testing the vote banks for all the parties gearing up for the legislative elections scheduled to take place in a few months' time. The final results are expected to be out by tomorrow. The main political heads in the state are at it again. This time it's in the name of the popular marriage assistance scheme in the state that Tamil Nadu has always been known for. The AIADMK chief, Ms. J. Lalita, has countered her rival and Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's remarks on her abandoning several related schemes for women, calling it false. She in fact credited her party for implementing at least 4 financial assistance schemes for marriage and added that she had presided over 10,000 free marriages during her rule. In contrast, she said that the DMK had to drop these marriages and several housing schemes in relation to that during their regime due to several irregularities and unaffordability. Tamil Nadu seems to be getting all the developmental impetus it needs. A day after being dubbed the Detroit of India by the Industrial Secretary of the state, today Samsung India officially launched operations of its refrigerator manufacturing facility in Sri Perumbudur. The Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who inaugurated the plant, said that Samsung and other Fortune 500 companies are attracted to set up shop in the state thanks to the favorable infrastructural, economic and political standards on offer. In response, the President and the CEO of Samsung Southwest Asia said that the new facility is their 6th largest in the world and is only the tip of the iceberg in a phased investment plan that's worth 350 crore rupees to be implemented over the next 5 years in Tamil Nadu.
Fortune 500 companies like Samsung, Dell, Motorola, Videocon, etc. have chosen Tamil Nadu to establish their manufacturing plants. This is due to the inherent strength of Tamil Nadu and the proactive and investor-friendly policies of our government. Abundant availability of skilled manpower, harmonious industrial relations, excellent port logistics, availability of good infrastructure, favorable investment climate, and above all, proactive government support are the primary reasons that make Tamil Nadu the most preferred investment destination.
Well, this is the late night news. Still ahead on the bulletin. Catch the teen power that plays savior for their sandy haven.